Would you choose passion if it meant risking your stable job, or pick safety even if it feels like settling? This feels confusing, but it has become the reality of Gen Z. Nearly 7 out of 10 Gen Z professionals are already thinking of switching jobs or starting something of their own, showing how complicated the idea of success has become.
होमी जा मेरे लिए मन्नत मांग मन्नत में मेरे लिए जन्नत मांग माझ्या दोस्तीतून काय पाहिजे किंमत सांग जागाय देवाकड सुख नाही तर हिम्मत मांग.
So today we are in Mumbai, a city where dreams move fast, but so does doubt. We asked Gen Z some honest questions like, what does ambition really mean to you? Do you even know where you are going? And how much are you willing to risk for the life you imagine? Apart from media reports and influencer talks, let's see what Gen Z actually thinks.
What does ambition mean to you, and what do you guys want to become once you grow up?
I want to become a businesswoman once I grow up, and ambition basically means achieving my dreams. Because I've had big dreams growing up. I want to have a business of my own.
I want to work in the film industry, so I want to become like a costume designer and a stylist. For me, ambition means something you're passionate about and something you want to work in with, something you enjoy doing on an everyday basis. So yeah, that's something.
I want to become a businessman. So, like in, I want to do my business in many sectors, like food industry as well as in cars or something.
Maybe see, I what I think is ambition would be like the thing which you're obsessed with, like which you're mad for, and then there should be something in your life which like you should be ambitious about. Why do you live? You wake up daily, but why? There should be a reason. Like I'm waking up for something. There should be an ambition, because without ambition, I don't think so. What do you want to become once you grow up? As such, I'm not decided, but I'm doing few things which I want to be good at. When I
So, ambition to me is achieving what I want in life, right? And basically, I like to, work up to it. And for what I want to do in the future, I actually want to do motorsports journalism.
I don't think I'll ever grow up, but ambition wise, if we're talking big picture, MotoGP rider, I'd like to participate in MotoGP. That's one thing. But if we're talking real life ambition, like something I can actually achieve, I want to work in the automobile industry. I plan on going to Germany for my master's. So I want to get into that field because I feel like engineering, the word comes from ingenuity. That's the root word. It's creating things. Nowadays, computer science and everything's taken up a lot. You see AI, you see all of these big movements in the industry. But I feel like engineering at its heart, at its true core, it's still about creating actual functioning, working things in the real world. So automobiles is that one thing where passion comes together with engineering. I want to get into that at a deeper level.
So for this kind of dreams of yours, have you taken any big risk until now?
Yeah, I do stock market for earning, as well as I sell passes. Yeah, of Navratris or like that.
Yeah, so I started going to coding classes. I had no knowledge of coding and I didn't know how difficult it was going to be. So that was the biggest risk I've ever taken, and the cost also.
No, not as such. As I'm in college, so yeah, not till now. Not a big risk.
As such, there's no risk. All you have to do is study. So as such, I've not taken any risk, but I have committed to it greatly. I've since a young age coaching at college. I was in SRM Chennai earlier. I shifted my colleges here to be closer to family, and I've done a lot in this path to it. But as far as challenges go, I have taken certain challenges. I've worked a lot of companies. I worked with Kirloskar. I worked with Sudarshan Chemicals. I worked with Living Things, which is a startup from IIT Bombay. So I was part of the ideation team. I was part of the sales and corporate cooperation team. I have dipped my hands in a lot of different fields to keep myself well versed with what goes down and what's necessary to do. But I think it's just a steady path everyone has to follow. You have to believe in yourself because nowadays there's a fuck ton of competition. So you just need to know what you want to do and what you don't. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm starting a business in 2 months.
I soon want to do a web show or a movie, so yeah.
Currently, not yet, but I'm working on for it, like I said. So, right now I'm in BA Liberal Arts. So, I'm gonna take up media, which will further help me in my journey to motorsports journalism.
Do you believe that only hard work is enough to succeed?
No. Hard work, the thing is, this bag that you're seeing, my dad went to IIM Ahmedabad. And he is a BSc Maths honors student. He's incredibly hardworking. He's incredibly smart. But I don't think he's where he could have been. So even if, and he's He's what 50. He runs marathons. He runs 30-kilometer marathons. My father is someone I look up to. So he keeps fit. He keeps working. He does everything. But he's not a billionaire, even though he could have been.
Yeah.
So I feel like the right stones, the right pathways, the right opportunities, the right people, the right conversations, the right connections that you make, everything is a small step in the right direction. You might never even know when the next opportunity is right off the corner. But as long as you're not, as long as you're not looking everywhere and not pushing every single boundary, you won't find your click.
See, hard work and smart work both. Not only hard work, but yes, see, hard work, smart work you have to do, and you'll then gradually like,
It's a big part to succeed, but it also see success doesn't just come with hard work. It needs a lot of smart work also. So it's a part of success, not
I
just
think
it.
with hard work, you have to have belief in yourself that you can do it. If not, then if you work hard and you doubt yourself, I don't think you can achieve it. So believe in yourself to achieve those dreams.
Hard work definitely is the key to success because, well, someone said this quote to me: relax now, suffer later, suffer now, relax later. So, yeah, exactly.
Not 100%, but 80% yes, and 20% your smart work also contains.
Yeah, some part of luck and skill is also involved. Hard work, of course, is the main portion, but some luck is also involved in that.
Yes and no. Hard work alone is not enough. You need talent, skill, and input from others.
what actually scares you? Is it failing or is it settling for the less?
For me, it's settling for the less because right now I'm trying to get to a higher position. But if I settle for less, it's really, I put in some work and effort for that, and the result didn't come out. So
Yeah, same.
First of all, I don't scare anything, and second, I think it's settling for less because failing, it's never failing. For me, it's either success or either you are learning. So yeah, that's.
Not trying.
Yeah.
Not trying.
Not giving it a try and regretting it later. कि अरे यार try भी नहीं किया.
Settling for the less I want. Because, well, if I want something and I don't get it and now I settle for less, well, I won't be satisfied, right? So it's better that I actually fail to know what happened and then I'll try again.
Oh, definitely settling for the less. Definitely settling for the less.
Settling for the rest.
For me, settling for the less is definition of failing.
Settling for the less.
Do you think Gen Z today is more ambitious or is it more cautious?
We can tell both because it depends on the person. Like many people will like to go for parties, and many people would like to go for some speech or type of ride. So it depends on the person. But yeah, from the past generation, I can tell it's more ambitious.
What I think is they are ambitious. Yeah, as I've seen in my friend circles and everybody's ambitious about their goals and all. See, you have to also be cautious, but both are different things. So you have to be both.
Now that is tough
I
because
think they're confused because they want to do a lot of things at the same time. So I think they're a little confused, but they're definitely ambitious. Yeah.
Ambitious. We can see a lot of startups popping. That's all.
I think Gen Z today is ambitious and a mix of cautious also because they want to do something but they don't want to like take risks that are ruining their lives. And there was a data that they want to have fun, but there is a data that is saying that Gen Z is having way less alcohol than millennials. That says something about the cautiousness.
they are more ambitious. Definitely.
Would you rather take a risky path you believe in or a stable one you don't love? Obviously risky because risk है तो इश्क है basically. So yeah.
Risky path that I believe in any day.
Oh my gosh, she's a risky business.
I will take a risky path that I love because I've taken a risky path that I love because I can't do corporates that I have like experienced it when I was doing internship in my 12th. So I can't do a corporates and I've taken that something that I love, building something.
Risky one you believe in because then even if you meet the worst possible chances, you're greeting it with a smile. That's what it is, right? If I've had a brain hemorrhage 6 months ago. You can see they opened my skull from here to here. They cleaned my blood clot.
Correct.
That's why my hair covers it. But you can see there's a scar here. They opened my skull.
Correct.
Sorry. They opened my skull. I fell on my head while climbing. I'm really into climbing. Free solo, like mountain climbing.
Right.
I'm really into climbing. So I fell about 50 feet and I hit my head and I had a brain hemorrhage. And I was unconscious for a week. I was in the ICU for 1 month. They had to do But the thing is, worst possible thing, right? The doctor said I'd be brain dead, I'd be paralyzed. I'm all functioning now, and it's been only 4 months since I've been out the hospital. So I've been doing pretty well. But that's the thing. The worst thing can happen to you. But if you believe in it, if it's something that you're really passionate about, you're okay. What's the worst that can happen? You'll have a small falter, but you'll always get yourself back up and you'll be walking.
Personally, I would go for a stable one. Yeah, because risk, depends on the risk factor. How much am I risking to take? What's the gain from that risk? If it's like 200% gain from the risk, I'll take the risk. But if it's just 20-30%, I won't risk that much. And
I will choose risk because I already do stock market little bit, so I know that how to take risk. And business is all about risk, your skills, and your mind.
Risky part, definitely.
This is my last question. Do you think risk taking becomes easier once you come from money?
I guess, yeah. Yeah, definitely. You have a backup plan to follow on, yeah, definitely.
yeah, definitely. Risk taking is definitely much more easier if you have some backup to go fall upon. You have a nest to fall upon in case your work doesn't come out. If you are coming from a poverty area or a middle class, lower middle class, you won't have that much of risk. I mean, that much of capital to put into your work. So
I agree, but if you have a backup, you will not put your 100 or 200% in that thing, risking in the something. So if you have a backup, then I don't think you will be success. Matlab, not 100% you are guaranteed doing that there. I will success in this. Get success in this.
Yes, obviously, it is more easier. It is much easier because at least one side, money you have, that part is so clear that I have good amount of ample amount of money, and then the rest I can at least manage. So one stress is not there.
Yeah.
Any day.
I think you obviously have the privilege. So yeah.
Like you have a safe space that if I
Yeah.
take this risk, something goes wrong, I have backup.
Yeah, you have a backup. Yeah.
Depends. It genuinely depends because mostly people go and do their family businesses as well. But for me, I do come from a wealthy family. But I'll still say it depends mostly.
Risk taking, yeah. So failure, it will hit harder when you don't have something to fall back on. You get me? Agreed. It's always riskier to fall when you don't have a harness. It's always worse to fall on your head if you don't have a harness. Exactly what happened with me. So if you always have a harness, you have some safety, you have something behind your back. That's why parents tell you, right? Abhi isme kya rakha hai? Padhai karo, job karo. Because they also want a resting mattress behind you. So that if you fall on your face or you fall on your back, you have something to fall against. So if you come from money, it's easier to tackle things. It's easier to take a back. It's easier to switch your degree. It's easier to do whatever the fuck you want to do because you have the capability of making your own decisions because money buys right. That's how it is. So yeah, it's definitely easier for sure.
Yes. Because it's not your own money, it's your father's money or mother's money. So it can be like, पैसा गया तो गया, वापस आ जाएगा, कमा लेंगे, ऐसा mindset.
I don't think so. I think I am in a college right now, which has a good amount of fees, and in that also I am in a family business college. So people come from family businesses that are doing crores and crores, and I have met people who are doing a lot of hard work. And when I ask them what their family business is, like someone has a family business of thousands of crores, and they are doing hard work, and I think that's something that tells that money is not everything. People have a very bad perception that everyone who is from money is a very privileged, or they don't know how to do hard work. It's a very personal thing, and yes, of course, most of us who meet people from money are not doing enough or not doing enough hard work like a person who is not coming from money like a normal middle class Indian. But I have met people who are doing a lot of hard work and they are coming from money.
Maybe that's what ambition really looks like today. Not one clear definition, but 100 different stories. We saw how most choose passion, some chose stability. For a few, risk felt exciting. But one thing is clear that Gen Z is not dreaming less, they are just dreaming more honestly, balancing hope with reality.